Welcome to XD episode 5. This XD is the series where I improve my verbal communication skills. I think my written communication skills are very good. I think my verbal communication skills are a little bit worse. I don't think they're bad, but I want to get better at it because I'm investing in Aura, because as AI commoditizes intelligence, I don't want to talk about AI for long. I have a streamer accent. Dude, I'm literally talking like XQC. That's insane. Okay. Also, you notice the music? I like this music. I feel like we're listening to it together. This is not like edited it on or anything. And I feel like I kind of guide my mind in a different direction based on what music I put on. And this is inquisitive. This is inquisitive, mysterious, and a little bit surreal. That's how I would characterize this music. You know, I like the word characterize. I was having a conversation with Pine. A lot of you guys know Pine. One of my really good friends, and he's like talking to me about, okay, maybe I shouldn't go into details, but I asked him to, for his sake, I don't know, I'm sure he'd be fine with it, but you know, you never know. It was something I learned is when it comes to like talking about other people and content, like it's better safe than sorry. I asked him to characterize somebody, and I thought I would love it if somebody in my life, like if in theory, if I was like seeing a new person, like romantically, a new girl romantically, and somebody asked me to characterize her, like that's such a good question. It just hits different than describe them, you know, like you really have to think, and it gets you to think too, because even if you asked me to characterize different people in my life, like everyone's so unique and it's very, very hard to put into words like how somebody is, but if you do it well, like, oh man, it just hits. It just hits. The English teachers were onto something, guys. The English teachers were onto something. I'm hoping that... Okay, yeah. I have a new recording setup. We're becoming a professional, guys. We're becoming a professional because with my new recording setup, now when I record, every audio source is a separate track. Before I wasn't doing that. I know it was Pepega, but hey, we got the lighting. We got this. Small improvements, guys. One step at a time. One step at a time, and when time passes, you'll look back and you realize you've come a very long way. There was something I wanted to talk about. My apartment's a little bit messy today, or my, kitchen is, you can see. I try to keep it clean. It's actually pretty clean. Like, just in general, the whole picture's pretty clean. But I don't know if you guys noticed, but I try to keep my apartment clean for you guys. And also for myself. It's a really nice kind of like 2-for-1 special. Not a special, but it's a nice like two birds one stone situation. Because obviously like I do like to keep a clean space, but I have a little extra incentive because you guys can see a lot of my space. So that's cool. I like kind of how that situation's been for the last few months here in Utah. I had Mexican food for dinner today. I ate out 2 times in a row. But I checked my bank account today and I have a weird relationship with my bank account. Like not that I think I'm pretty on top of my finances, but for some reason, like opening my bank app, like feels kind of weird. I don't know why. I actually don't know why. I don't know if I want to explore it here now, but let's table that. But and I was pleasantly surprised. Because for those of you who don't know, I have no like job, right? Sorry, this is raw. This series is raw. I'm not gonna censor anything that I say. If this was on, any sort of my main channel content, then I would censor it. But that's what you get. If you're watching the XD videos, I know you like it raw. Sorry. Fuck. I can't edit that out. But yeah, I don't have like I was gonna say I don't have consistent income, but I kind of do. I'm signing a contract with a company on TikTok, and they're paying me to make content for them on a whole separate TikTok account, and basically like the whole account is an ad for their app, which helps people with ADHD. So I have a little bit of income coming in. I have a little bit of Twitch sub income coming in, YouTube ad income coming in, and Dota coaching. So it's not like I don't have consistent income. But, you know, I'm not making bank. I'll say that. I'm not making bank. Why am I even talking about this? Oh yeah, I ate out last night and tonight. And it's fun because I checked my bank account and I was pleasantly surprised. Because an old company that I used to work for owed me money, and I finally got it after a really long time, after threatening to sue them. Got pretty base with it, but that was a pretty big injection. And I guess I live pretty frugally. When you spend a lot of time on a computer, which I do, like, you don't spend a lot of money. It's really, compared to like going out in the world, like one night out, you know, you can blink and you'll spend like hundreds of dollars, like buying your friends drinks or whatever, and, you know, eating out with friends adds up. But yeah, so I don't know, knock on wood. I don't want to like jinx that. I don't want to jinx it. All right. There was something I wanted to talk about. I didn't mean to like go down that kind of like financial. That wasn't even a rabbit hole. But yeah, we're growing. I really like what I'm doing with. I think my energy's been right the last few days, and I think a big part of that is because my circadian rhythm is good. And I also have clarity with what I'm doing, and I think I might have talked about this yesterday, but I'm optimizing for YouTube long form content as a funnel to the stream. So I think like this whole bit that I'm doing about Jump King and beating it in 10 hours, and if I don't beat it in 10 hours, it's gonna make a really good YouTube video, and I'm gonna invest a lot of time editing this video. I'm gonna make it like almost a movie, right, where it's very engaging the whole way through, and I'm gonna give it a good title and a good thumbnail, and then my hope is that does well. I'm gonna keep going through arcs like this where I do these like multi-day bits, then edit video, make the video really good, and I think that's how I'm gonna like blow up. I'm gonna make one really good video, and then from there, smooth sailing, chat. Smooth sailing. I can taste it. But yeah, things are good. See, I feel like I'm running out of things to talk about, but it's such okay. There's a trap, because when you think you're running out of things to talk about, you're not thinking about things to talk about. And it's okay. This is harder than it looks. I'm gonna give myself some credit. Like, I'm not usually a person who like runs out of things to say when I have a conversation with somebody, because there's something tangible to go off of. But when there's nothing I'm not like, I don't just yap usually. I'm more of like a Sigma listener. Okay, that's not true. I talk a lot, but I don't talk as much as like your resident yapper, you know. Like, I can't just go on and on and on and on. And I guess that's part of what I'm training myself to do, because if I want to become a streamer, like, I'm gonna have to learn to do that. But yeah, my dinner was good. Energy's pretty good. I think, oh, yeah, yesterday, I didn't sleep very well yesterday, because one, I got really excited. Like, the stars kind of aligned in my head about what I'm doing with, like, my bit and my kind of like plan going forward. And then also it was super windy in Utah. Like, the wind was howling, like top 5 loudest nights wind wise of my life. And then my building's emergency alarm went off at like 3 a.m. And then it went off like 2 minutes later, so it was a false alarm. But I was like about to fall asleep. I was dozing off watching a Thompson stream, Thompson. And then that's a Dota 2 person. Sorry, if you're not a Dota frog, that's another language. And then the alarm just started going off, like right when I was about to doze off. So I got up, got dressed. I was like ready to go. I had like my important belongings. I was like, this is it. It's over. It's been a nice run, Utah, but I'm out. And then the alarm went off. So then I got undressed, got back in bed, and it was disruptive. That's the point, is it was disruptive. I'm really enjoying this music. Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about. It's a damn shame that I saved this till the end. I feel like this episode was not as juicy as a lot of the other ones. But whatever, it's what came out. And I don't know if I like my relationship with like thinking about it like that. I don't know. Oh my gosh, what was it? Oh yeah, I do this thing. It's kind of like disturbing when you really get down to what it is, but I will, like, right now I wouldn't say I've made it in life, right? Like, I'm very much in a growth phase, and a lot of the times I'd like delay living my real life. Like, I delay living my real life until I've like made it, or I don't view what's happening right now as like my life. I view like my life as what's gonna happen on the other side of like blowing up. And I think, I mean, that's just a behavioral pattern I've observed in myself. And all right, this is good. The juicy Krabby psychoanalysis. This is only for the serious frog. Only serious Krabby frogs will have made it this far. The first, okay, if you made it this far, congratulations. You've made it past. This is my plan all along. This was my plan. The first 10 minutes of this video were just a filter. If you listen to me for the past 10 minutes, yap about whatever the heck I yapped about, then you earned this juicy psychoanalysis. But yeah, I delay living. But okay, it's dangerous because I'm only in my 20s once, right? So, I mean, I know. And the disturbing thing, this happens to me a lot. Like, I'm able to intellectualize a lot, but it doesn't necessarily change my behavior. That's like the disturbing part. That's a disturbing part. So far, there have been 2 disturbing parts. Yeah. Yeah, I do that. And I mean, there's some merit to it. Like, work hard. I want to work hard right now, and I am, and I'm really focused. And there is something to be said about like keeping my energy in one place, not spreading it out. But I don't know. I think that I could do more things, not waiting for it comes down to waiting for the ideal conditions, right? That's what it comes down for. But the ideal conditions, the thing is, even after I've like made it, I feel like the ideal conditions, well, I was gonna say I feel like the ideal conditions never exist, but there actually was a point in my life where I felt like I made it, and that was right when I signed the Game Leap deal. And I actually did like change my social behavior, and like I started living a lot more than I am now because of that. So there is a real like psychological shift. That's why it's weird. There's this tension, guys. There's this weird tension. There's something else I wanted to talk about too. Actually, I think it was just that. And I'm not even gonna cap here and say like I'm gonna change, right? Like, I mean, this pattern is extremely emergent in my life, and I think it applies to all facets of my life. Because if you look at like my social situation right now, like I'm living in another state. My friends are in LA and New York, and part of that, what I say that it's, I mean, never mind. I think that's reasonable. It's too expensive for me to live there right now. But I could be, actually, never mind. I think that doesn't apply as much as I thought to what I'm saying. But yeah, like this video if you like it. I feel like, oh man, I feel like there's something else I want to say. So see, this is part of the reason I'm doing this series. I get this feeling a lot. When I talk to people, that there's like, it's an intuition, it's a gut feeling, it's a smell that there's something else I want to say. There's like something that I've left inarticulated, but I don't know what it is, and it's gonna kill me. And I'm gonna remember it in like 10 minutes. And I want to be able to just articulate it in the moment. But yeah, this is a longer episode than normal. Big things are coming. Cheers.